Babe. How did we get here?
So when they arrive, first of all, you have to feel each other out. You have to look. And as a guy, I'll be honest. There are some things that run through your mind. Maybe ladies, maybe you don't know this, but as a guy, first thing you think about is, okay, I don't know, this is what I thought about. I was like, damn, will I perform to a certain standard? Or maybe, is this guy gonna perform better than me? Nikipiga darubini, nikainua kichwa. I'm seeing the guy has finished.
What?
They are done. They were done. Like the guy, the first move. Imagine the first move huyo msee aliingia ni.
Wait, now they were chilling.
So they were just chilling. Boy kabidi amekula bench. Alafu msupa wake
amejoin hapa.
Sasa yeye ana watch.
And the first one, I walked out of the room because
yeah, kuna energies.
Ilikuwa inabamba.
What did you leave?
I was getting the better end of the steak. Let's
Which
say
is
that.
good.
Sweet, let me tell you something. When the spice so sweet, let me tell you. When the spice so sweet, let me tell you something. When the spice so sweet, let me tell you.
Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of The Casting Couch. I'm joking.
Bed.
Subscribe.
Casting bed. Katiambe.
I'm joking.
We watch the same size.
Yes.
Hey, Twitter for
Make sure you
That's why we're here.
subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Welcome back. This is episode 65 for 65.
If
Yeah.
only it was 69, then it will make so much more sense.
Yeah.
And we're joined by a very special. I'm spitting. Wow, I'm drooling.
I have that effect on people. Don't kwa bed, unajua.
very
No need for okra water.
There's a meeting in my bed.
Oh my
In my
God. A very special guest who's got us salivating.
Yes, sir.
And he goes by the name of Daddy Yo, according to me.
Neville.
I don't know what Nimrod called him.
Nev.
Just now?
Nev.
All right.
I thought you
baby.
kuwapatia ile allegations za streets zile yetu.
I was going to say baby, but then I was like,
You have to feed into
Now
the
that we're here-
narrative.
What? Okay, firstly, introduce yourself fully.
Oh yeah, Neville. That's all. But yeah, you all know me from long, so yeah, Neville. But I think am I your guy? No, I'm definitely not your male best friend, but am I your male best friend?
bestie.
Bestie.
Why do you think you're not my best friend, though?
Ulishapeana hiyo title.
Kwanani?
Unajua.
You don't even know his name. This is offensive.
Why, PJ?
Okay, good job, buddy. Good job. I mean, he's had it for years.
Yeah,
but
that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
it's all right. But I'll also accept that title, daddy.
Daddy yo. Daddy, you know you're always my daddy yo.
Yes, sir. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you girls for inviting me. You all have been doing an amazing job. Because I had this conversation with Nimrat, about, having a podcast, being on a
Yeah.
podcast long time ago. So this is the match made in heaven. So I'm glad to be here.
Oh, no,
Thanks.
yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
facts.
You've
Yeah,
also,
thank
you're
you.
meant to come in a long time ago.
Yes.
Fate happened that we were in the same location on the same day, shooting all podcasts on the same day.
Yay.
And we ambushed him and we told him, come into bed, daddy.
I can never say.
Like,
Can
get
you
in the
say no?
middle.
You can't say no. So now
Are you
we're
warm?
asked, our director told
Am I
us.
wrong? Hey, Nimrat, please, you get us into trouble.
Our director asked us to ask you a question.
Oh.
How does it feel for you to be in this bed with these two baddies?
Yum.
Did I phrase it right? Did I phrase it right?
Yeah. Oh, no, Pull up selector. Let's go.
How would you go about it?
Actually, explain.
About what?
This situation in bed, sandwiched by your two baddies.
You woke up.
Kusema ukweli, my first thing would be to just be like, God damn, girls. Mungu bariki wengine sasa. But for me, to be honest, it has to go with the vibes, because sometimes you want to take the lead. You want to, be the person who is, out there showing guys the way, like Moses, part this sea, walk through this, do this. But then you have to sit back, especially if you're amongst baddies, you have to sit back and be like, what would you all want? Or what would you all want us, or where would you all want us to begin? And then you're told the instructions, alafu, you jump as high as those instructions go.
Another question I have.
Yes.
Have you ever found yourself in this situation?
Hey, I won't say many a times because I look bad, but,
Wow.
but don't tell them
here
I
for
told
it.
you. But the funniest thing about maybe threesome or group sex is like, it's kind of overrated. You know those things you see in movies like kissing in the rain. It looks nice.
Stop.
But why?
Kissing
But
is
why?
really sexy.
But then the pneumonia or the homa after.
Si mtashikana baadaye ndo
Yeah,
msi-
tutapona.
You need to let us know why it's
Konjeke.
overrated.
Oh no, it's overrated because you think about this experience being beautiful. You think about it being so good. But I've kissed in the rain and there was a bit of mucus on my lips, but it was okay still. But I wasn't expecting that experience.
Ew.
The threesome is what I'm talking
Yeah, no. Also, the threesome is. I feel as if it's kind of an overrated experience, especially when you think about it. You're like, damn, I'm gonna be having. Oh, okay. If you have two girls, you'll be like, damn, I'll be having two. Maybe at a moja unapiga 30 seconds. So you're like, hey, two. What will happen here?
Is it too much?
Before I had it, I thought so. But then when I had it, I was like, oh, it just depends on the dynamics and what people do. Because in a threesome, you might think, hey, I might just be the guy trusting. And sometimes it might not. You might do that, but at a very small interval.
Umewahi kulwa?
Oh, kulwa hapa. Sijai kulwa.
In a
Nimekula.
threesome.
Yeah, I've been in a threesome, but I want to give you guys a funny story because to me, I never thought this would happen when I'm in the area. So
So you're caught off guard.
Yeah, I was caught. Oh, it's one of those stories you think of. Let me tell you, and then we will discuss it. So I remember this one time, the man dem is a good-looking guy, so you're invited for a couple of things. Yapa na pale. So I remember this one time, me and the person I was with, we were like, damn, niaje, tufanye hivi. Let's get into this. Let's explore our sexuality, blah, 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 open-mindedness. Nice. So I allowed them, minim say, well, you take the lead. So I told them, aya, enda ututafutie mutu to come to tunyoroshe, sindio? So she was like, good, I like this so that I can
Forth
pick.
and hunt.
Yeah.
Yes, because saa zingine unaachia msupa do the thing because you want them to pick what they want or what they before you can just like a
And
gentleman.
she chose you, so she can definitely
She can
find
do
us
some
a
nice
second
things.
choice.
Thank you. So msupa ameenda akachukua akapata. She went out, found a couple. Got a couple at an event, and they were also open-minded in a way. Yeah. So she comes back to me, my partner, and she's like, "Hey, nimepata kitu." Yeah, she's excited. She tells me about this girl. She's so excited. So I can tell from her reaction that she's more into the girl than the dude. Because this whole time she's telling me about the girl, and then she drops in. Oh yeah, there are a couple. There's like a guy here somewhere. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then she's like, yeah, we're trying to set up something, blah blah blah. Me, I'm like, oh, cool, let's do that, And so they set up something for a Saturday chill night. They come with some food and drinks and whatever. We're in the house chilling. So when they arrive, first of all, you have to feel each other out. You have to look. And as a guy, I'll be honest. There are some things that run through your mind. Maybe ladies, maybe you don't know this, but as a guy, first thing you think about is, okay, I don't know. This is what I thought about. I was like, damn, will I perform to a certain standard? Or maybe is this guy gonna perform better than me? It's one of those things. I don't know. Maybe it's not a guy thing, but maybe it's an ego thing. But I was there thinking, damn, is this guy gonna hit it? Is he gonna be there for longer than me?
Did you do a dick comparison?
And also, that's what I thought. No, I thought also in my mind, damn, what if this guy pulls out the, gigantic ting them? It's gonna be crazy. I got my, it's like a Godzilla versus. Oh, you guys didn't watch Godzilla versus? Oh yeah, it's like Godzilla versus
Uyo.
King Kong. King Kong. But yeah, it's kind of one of those ones. So you're also thinking about that in mind. Because maybe as a girl, maybe tell me if I'm wrong, but maybe you're not thinking about maybe lasting long enough or...
Nah, me, I'm worried about, what if her knees are stronger than mine?
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
That. Also, what if she's better than I am?
Yeah. What if she can do those, circles, those anacondas, those I'm like, yo.
Oh, wow.
yo,
Okay.
it's
I like
over.
that. Okay.
You know the skill. Maybe she's hugging that dick when it's inside there, like faster or tighter.
Maybe her gorilla grip is like 110.
Mad. Yay. Like the factors.
The factors, you guys. Okay. So I'm glad we are all in the same boat where we are all kind of conscious about what is about to go down.
Yeah.
So I'm having those thoughts in mind, but at the same time, I'm like, I know what I do. Yeah. So it gets to this time where now lazima like ni time ya watu wakubwa. Like you're done listening to music. There's those like welcoming. You're like, what songs would you like? Unaambiwa, this position. Or you start now going over the rules. You're like, this is my limits. I don't want this. I don't want this. I like this. So munaanza kwanza feel each other out. So your time lazima itaisha. Alafu we get to the action. So at this particular point, mimi nikaamua wacha ni ende with the guy to the side so that the shorties can also be to the side.
As
me and him have a talk.
As men.
Because kwa mimi, sasa nimechukua hii, I've thought of this threesome like as a partnership-ish.
Come on.
Like we need to make this like the best experience. We need to hype. We need to pull out all the stops. So that's why I'm like, let's go outside. We eat a sandwich, a chapo, as we are thinking about how we're gonna come back. If you know, you know.
Are you covering front? Are you covering back?
Exactly. I feel like you're also building energy for what might come, right?
Exactly. So
so snack as you do a recon.
Exactly. Tukapiga recon nikamwambia. So now also me, I'm telling him, for me, when I was my partner, I was like, yo, she doesn't like to anapenda kusmakiwa, but it has to be in a
lightly, like a specific
like
way.
lazima ingie like usipige ile kienye, like there has to be, so I'm also wanna go over those. Ama nikimwambia when you go down on her ABCD, you know, I'm trying to give him some game, and I'm expecting also him to tell me, hey, my short, because it's let me call it like it was like a couple sex thing. Wasa nisiseme it was like a random, it was like they were a couple, we were a couple, and it was going down, so lazima kukuwe na hizo boundary, lazima muambiane. So mimi nimemuita kando, nimemwambia, alafu akaniambia, me, I'm a gym guy, workout nini. Nikamwambia, cool, na mimi niko, radio nini, media, blah blah blah. Mimi nikamchapia, by the way bro, mimi na ile like tukue na rapport hapa. Tuelewane. Conversation you've never had it, you never thought in your mind you'd have it, but you want to be mature about it because you're trying to have a good time, Sure. So I tell, so we're there rapporting. I'm like, yeah, this and this, and then he's like, yeah, this and this. So we explain, we get stuff done, you know. So it's all good. We're like there, finish the chapo. We go back inside. The ladies are also ready there, They're just talking to each other, yeah? So now it's time for the action. So in this particular situation, the rules were everybody will start with their partner and then we'll evolve into, there'll be a matchmaking, mixing, so ikaanza, kila mtu kwa partner wake pale. So for me, damn, me and bedroom for real. So for me, mimi msewa lazima ni eat my food first, alafu ndo niingilie vitu zingine. So me, I know how at that time I know how my partner is. So nikasema, wacha mi kwanza nianze slow game. Mimi msewa, unajua long game.
Foreplay.
So nikaanza foreplay. As I'm foreplaying, your head is down. Nikasema, wacha nianue kichwa kidogo nipige darubini hapa niangalia huku kunaenda aje. Like I look around and see what's really going on. Unataka kujua, cause as I'm there, of course my partner is doing what she needs to do, but I'm not hearing anything on the other side. No, the other couples wamenyamaza.
Wanakuangalia tu.
Wamenyamaza. So nikipiga darubini nikainua kichwa. I'm seeing the guy has finished.
What?
They are done. They were done. Like the guy, the first move. Imagine the first move huyo mse aliingia ni.
But now they were chilling.
So they were just chilling because the guy had already.
Were they watching at least?
Yeah. Okay, the girl was watching and
she wanted more.
Yeah. So now that's what happened. Boy kabidi amekula bench. Alafu msupa wake
amejoin hapa.
Sasa yeye ana watch. Bro, do you know the way it's hard after having a pep talk with someone and umebonga? Now you're there stroking, you're looking at him, he's just giving you that like a good look. And it's in the dark because hakuna taa mingi. and he was not looking too happy.
Walua ya lazima wa represent.
Mimi si unanitamba. No, mimi nilisema
What do you
long game.
mean?
Msupa wake ako pale amejinua.
You tapped a nigga. Well, he tapped himself out.
Imagine. So that was the funny bit for me. So when I got there, after that, we were, having conversation with my partner, and we were just laughing about it, and because it was funny, because you want to enjoy each other.
Yeah.
Like together.
Exactly, it's
Supposed
a
to be
group.
mission.
Alafu msee amekuja amepiga tu.
On that tip,
When it's me, when I need 1 second man.
No.
1 minute man.
Because I don't know. To me, that was such a funny experience. Because now I expected more, to be honest.
oh no, for sure. So let me ask you something. I love that you're here today.
You guys, mniambie experiences zenu. Kwani mimi peke yangu?
Well,
DST is
I'm recently
quiet
single.
now.
So I do not have an experience. Ashley?
You guys are being
listen.
PR.
I fully agree with the fact that threesomes are overrated. I've been in like 2? 2 or 3. And the first one, I walked out of the room because
Yeah, kuna the energies.
ilikuwa inabamba.
Why did you
The
leave?
energy.
I was getting the better end of the steak. Let's
Which
say
is
that,
good.
right? But then the other side was not really reciprocating. Also,
That's
you know,
the
when
thing.
people don't know their bodies like that,
Yeah.
it can get a little bit frustrating
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you, the one
Yeah.
who's giving the pleasure.
Okay. Yeah.
So I dipped, and then later on, the nigga came and we proceeded. The other one wasn't bad, but not too much happened. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very underwhelming consistently. And then what ends up happening? What ends up happening is I go for, or the nigga now comes to me to have like a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it like a
Group thing.
a group thing. So
But that's
for me,
'cause-
it's always been underwhelming.
Is it because, like, at the end of the day, you'll just automatically vibe with the person who knows your body because it's just easier? Like, even if you're in the group setting, and let's say Nev knows your body better than this other person, so you'll automatically be drawn because you'll go to this other person, they'll do their thing, and you'll be like, okay, it's kind of not working. You go back to default.
So for both of them, I had not had any sexual interaction.
Ever. Wow.
So it was
Hey.
like clean slate.
Clean
We're starting
slate.
here,
Hey.
and not like it was we're
You went
individuals.
head first.
Yeah, we're individuals who find each other attractive and we want to try something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I had zero interaction sexually with any of the individuals. So this was completely. It was new, a
new
new
thing.
field. For each and every
But
one
now,
of us.
since you've said have you ever experienced it with your friends? Because do you guys think, since you guys have been both in the same situation, that if you had your friends, I mean us, would you think it would be better?
No,
You never know.
I just feel as if when it comes to friends, conversations are important.
Yeah.
Like we need to know, like, this is just this. Like,
Yeah.
No,
it's-
aside from, let's talk about the sexual compatibility.
oh, you're talking about, okay.
Like, do you think it would be better? Like, you'd not tune
No, I think we'd have to. I don't know. We'll have to try. Be like, oh, you tip.
I mean, we're here now.
I like that.
No,
but
but-
it's. I think for friends also, it's one of those ones because you might actually have sex with your friend and then just realize, okay, we're just friends.
Yeah.
Of
Like
course.
nothing more, you know.
Yeah.
Or you might have sex with your friend and be like, oh, okay, this is a thing. Okay, let's do this in a way in which me and you can easily control it, and you know,
Yeah.
it's favorable to both of us. So
Yeah.
I also accept that, and I don't like put it to the side. But I don't think I'm sexually compatible with all my friends, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do feel yes, it could
would
be
be
there.
better.
Yeah.
Fully agree.
Yeah.
So I was having a discussion with a friend.
Hey,
Quote unquote.
Hey.
And he had a lot to say about women and men having sex, right? All right. So, a couple of things that he mentioned. Not to men is like a high five. Like it's nothing out of, like it's not amazing. How do I put it? Getting to the nut is not an amazing experience. It's the actual nut that's amazing. And he literally told me, listen, you can literally be inside a woman and it's all mental. It's not necessarily the sensation. Once you release your mental and start feeling what you need to feel, because the sensation comes from watching the babe's face, hearing
Looking
her
at
sounds.
the recoils.
Yeah, the recoils, feeling her body. It's not necessarily the feeling that the dick is
Thrusting,
getting from inside the vagina.
Yeah.
Because the most sensitive part of the dick is, of course, the tip,
Yeah.
right? And when you're inside, the tip is not necessarily being paid too much attention.
Yeah.
I
Word.
want to know from you, is it the same thing? Like, can you nut when you decide to nut? Is it more a mental thing?
Yeah.
And is the nut the actual experience?
I feel as if, I think we kindly talked about this on the Chop Shop. Like, it's one of those ones also, when you said like mental, it's like there are those people who can, like, I can go and pleasure myself using mental images and videos and flashbacks.
Strong.
Yeah.
Ndo nasema kuna wale wanaweza fanya hivyo, alafu kuna sisi ambao tunahitaji video assistants, writing assistant, aid assistant,
Storyline.
smoke signal, all assistants that we could get, you know. So I feel as if it's all yes, it is mental, as just as you're saying, because you've had moments where I've also had friends who've said, by the way, during this moment, bebu wangu anibambi but mi ufikiria ABCD. Alafu nikifikiria ABCD, na feel, nimechangamka mbaya, you know, type of thing. So as it's been said time and time again, for guys, it's all about mental. If I can see it, visualize it, you know, that's why doggy style is like one of those nice style. Because when you think about it visually, you're like, wow, the arch of a woman. Like, this is the most beautiful thing ever, you know? You go confused mbaya. So that position is just crazy. So just the visual aspect. So yes, I do agree. Like, there's a certain aspect to being, it's all about the mental. Like, that's why if we connect mentally even more,
it's better.
Yeah.
You need to be able to look across the room and just wink and go like wink.
Another,
But at least.
But I get
Sorry,
what
go
you
on.
mean.
No,
But
I was just going to be like.
what about ladies? Can you all like just go, or is it like something? Because to be honest, I'm not talking for every lady in general, but I feel as if mostly it's all about like there has to be like a connection or something.
hands down.
Yeah.
It can't just be.
No.
I was telling someone I only fuck people I like. And we were having this discussion, right?
Yeah, we've had it on the podcast.
On the pod.
I
Oh, okay.
only fuck people I like. If I don't like you, I won't enjoy
It
it.
won't happen.
And it's a connection thing, as you're saying. Like, I have to have some level of connection with you. I don't have to love you.
Yeah.
I don't have to be obsessed. Like, you don't need to be mine forever. I just have to like you as an individual.
You just have to connect to me. Like, we need to just connect to each other. And then I also think that with women, you can, as much as you need to like someone to get to that level, you also need to like know someone. I don't know. For me personally, yes, I like you and everything, but like, do I know you as an individual? If I know you as an individual, that will determine whether or not. That's why I think one night stands are really hard for me, because I was just like, I can't.
I've also had a certain thing that a few ladies have said before, and I've heard. It's like sometimes you want to give up the goods, but you first want some sort of let me call it respect.
Yeah.
You want some sort of, let me say, no, not for everybody. Let's say, take me somewhere. Like, let me experience something else before directly to the bedroom activity. Is that something that everybody thinks is right, or is it like something that just a select few of girls think? Like,
I think it's just
being about, like, I'm not saying those girls who love to go out and be taken to it. I'm not talking about. I'm just saying about, do for me something. It doesn't have to be eating, or do something. Let me feel, and then we might get there.
I think it's just dependent.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel like there are those two categories of girls, but also, again, it depends on who you're trying to bag. There's someone you could just go ahead and not have any of the pregame. And then there's some people you need to require pregame. But I think that's to say, if he needs pregame, he needs to do better.
Not really.
Because I've been told personally, mi mara mingi nimeambiwa, we have to go on a date first before you I want to hear it. They tell me I want to hear it too, but we have to do ABCD
but it's
first.
important, because how else
I
are you going
agree,
to know? Like,
but I just wanted to know if it's like generalization thing.
I don't think so. I think it's a very
No,
individual.
okay.
I think some babes would like it, some babes would not.
Okay, so to each his own then. Okay,
Some guys like straight to the point.
Yeah, straight to the point.
Yes, good girl.
Sometimes.
When we come to respect now, another thing we were discussing, I discussed a lot about this with this person. Another thing we discussed, some men see sucking dick as belittling to a woman.
Ooh, damn.
Oh yeah.
This was his logic, and he
There's
made
some
it.
who go crazy.
Yeah, he made it very clear to me. He asked me, "Have I ever asked you to suck my dick?" And I said no, and he said, "Yeah, that's because I respect you." Because when a woman is I won't lie, I enjoy
Worship.
that shit.
Yeah.
Right?
It's different. If she likes you, it's the head is different from when
Yeah.
you tell her in
Yes.
the head.
But for him, it was just like, for me, when a woman is sucking dick, it's almost like I'm belittling. It's almost belittling to
Seen
some
that?
extent.
Yeah.
Or it's just like I don't respect you enough to
Yeah.
you know, it's not, I don't respect you.
That happens. I feel as if that is not the general case.
Yeah.
But it is a case in some instances. Like, I have felt that way, especially to someone I deeply care about. I'm usually like, if I deeply care about you, you're definitely going to getting your box eaten. Definitely ravaging that ish. So that's the kind of energy for someone I care about. So when they want also to do this, to reciprocate the action, I understand that.
Yeah.
But it will never be like, baby, you know, go down on me.
Like, put
It
your
already
head down.
sounds
Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But there are those moments where it's like, you know, like I've been driving. Oh damn! Let me not say that. But yeah, but I've been in the passenger princess seat, and I've been, you know, when there's some things when you're told in the moment, they're okay.
Yeah.
But there's some things when you say some other time, it's like I can't call up a girl and be like, yo, I just want you to go down on me. Like, nah.
Yeah.
It just sounds a bit. We'll get somewhere and then we'll get there. So for me, it's not a general thing, but some instances you will feel that level of, hey, damn, because your shoulder is on your knees, first of all. You know,
Yeah.
it's on her knees looking up at you. Already that in society already symbols something, you know?
Yeah.
So if you put that away, yes, you won't see that. But to some extent, I'm sure not all, especially if you, come on up and spark. Very few, it's only when she wants.
Yeah.
If you have a girlfriend, when it's special occasions, when she wants, or you know, but it's not something you can be on command. Like, hey, nimeamka, let's do this. Yeah, it's never like that, because now that sounds, as you said, it's like a loss of respect.
Yeah.
But if it's one of those ones, hey, baby, you brought me lunch to work, I wanna gobble you up. You know, that is different.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
Sure. Let me lock the door.
Yeah.
Because I've heard
Running.
guys actually say that like to me. And like obviously I like it. But I'll be like, yo, can I? And like,
yeah.
do you really want to? I'm like, yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah,
I'm
when
like,
you
of
say that and
course.
insist,
Yeah.
I will agree. But if it's one of those ones that, especially now to the way society, yes, you will find some men who will do that, but most, you know, those
So
upstanding.
you won't slap your babe.
No, I will if we're there. yeah, if we're there. No, not in slapping. Not slapping
In
that
a
way.
sexual connotation,
sexual
guys.
context.
The other day, Austin Rakumbu, I don't know if you remember, but on the Chop Shop, my guy Andy was saying he was in the middle of a sexual experience and Shorty was and it's not the ones for
And I'm chopper.
Ile bro, but guys, who are you doing? Zile zinalia, and it's the middle of riding.
What?
Will you stop? I can't. Actually, you're slapping me while riding. I can't stop. I continue with the ride. Why?
Continue
with the ride. So that's the same thing. Hey,
my
that's why I was
God.
like, in the moment, something. It's like the thing of spitting in your mouth. It's like
Yeah.
in the moment.
Yeah,
but if I
yeah.
talk about it outside the bedroom, it's like, nigga, come on.
It's sounding so
off. But in the bedroom, in the moment, we're gonna time for that, you know.
But there are also specific people that you can only do that with.
Yeah,
You don't want to
please.
get
Don't be a
like,
freak
you know,
for
sickness
everyone.
and
Yeah,
stuff. But
yeah.
since we're on that topic, do younger women have space in the room for you, in the bed for you, or older women? Because we
tell
looked
me.
at a story, Betty. She was explaining about how she's dating a younger guy. So
Betty is how old? Oh, am I allowed to ask that?
I
Damn.
don't know how old she is.
But
to
she's
be
older
honest.
than this guy.
But she's
Okay.
older.
So-
Yeah, so she's
so
older
she's
than the
dating
guy.
younger guys. Mhm.
So
she's loving it.
Of course.
yeah.
Hey, and
Energy
she's very
mad.
vocal about it.
Nice.
So kudos to you. So everyone goes like, oh no, it's because, she's rich. So someone actually put
wow.
up a comment that older women date younger men so that they can dominate them and do things like that. To which she replied, but he's dominating me.
Yeah, no.
So he's enjoying that kind of a game. So if you had an older woman, what's the story with
To each your own. I feel as if it's just like in a relationship, you might find that person who is like, wow, I see TikToks and reels about this kind of love and it's right here. Damn, this is crazy. So it's the same thing. You might meet. I have my uncle once told me a story. This is when before you join uni, your uncle is like, hey, when you join this uni, so USIU guys.
Yeah.
So my uncle also was in USIU. So I remember this one story was like, yo. So my uncle when he joined USIU, he got a sugar mommy.
Oh, damn.
Alafu walipata wale walipata those sugar mummies who are so nice, like rented out an apartment huko sides before TRM was there. A nice hostel apartment, TV, like the whole shebang.
How do I get a sugar mommy?
Plus akapewa allowance, alikuwa anapewa 10 Gs.
Damn.
Then alafu to add on to that amepewa gari.
What?
Na si gari tu no amepewa kama Mercedes.
Damn. He was eating good.
Good, but kuna rules na regularities.
Like-
So he was told, reason nimekupea hizi vitu, kwanza tuanze na nyumba. Aliambiwa nimekupea hii house so that anytime I want it,
I'm in there.
usiniambie, there's someone. No. Shopping, there's everything in that house. Gari. If I ever feel as if I want it, usiniambie, no. Plus huyo msali kwa mpaka na ile, there's a ni company kadama ile ya kufuel gari.
Oh, yeah.
So hakuna cha I can't alafu plus kuna ile pocket money.
Everything is there for you.
Alafu sasa unapiwa the downside, unaambiwa okay, this car I've given you, I don't want to see any other girls. Hii nyumba nimekupea, sitaki kuona wasicha, like kuna rules.
Yeah.
Alafu ukipewa hizo rules haziishii hapo. Hizi rules pia zinapewa mtu mwingine to oversee you.
Oh, so she
Because she knows you'll break the rules.
For sure.
She knows you'll break the rules.
Unachungwa kama
You're just butter boy.
Butter boy. So my uncle, at first, very nice. Doing everything is needed to do,
Obedient.
being with her, responding, like the full 9, like hataki hata, like hata mademu kwa class wakitaka kuninio, anawaambia nama, tusionane. So I think one time kuna kwa tuna yule dem tu atakuja kusweep off your, like kuna yule dem utaona tu type yako na vitu tu zitaingiana, so which is actually his current wife.
Wow.
That's crazy. I want to meet this uncle. He got stories for days.
So this is the current one. So wameanza ile chatting stage. So huyo madhe anaanza kurealize, there's usually a behavior change. Aka behavior change. More at first huwa wana accept and then now they start DCI.
Yeah.
Manze, this mama kumbe she was now one of those ones DCI for real. So even her, I think she was a boss lady. I think she owned her own business. I didn't remember what my uncle told me about, but I think she used to leave her business, come and park near USIU tortillas and chill, waiting to see the car, to see Nini. She used to do her own DCI work. And how this guy came to find out is USIU kulikuwa na base flani ya movie. Yo base ya movie by the theater ilikuwa imeanza juzi. Imekuwa kitambo sana. So huyo mse alikuwa babeshte na yanko yangu. So alimwambianga, by the kuna shore flani. Si shore but mother. Unajua vile kuna venye msana za si shore but ni. So ikema akamwambia by the alikuuliza like, does she look like this? Akamwambia huyo alika. So you start realizing, oh my god. And then siku fulani wakabambwa tu live na huyo msupa. And things were not good.
Old school DCIing. I can't imagine the effort behind it.
Yeah, sugar man, it's a good ride, but it has its own, you have to just know how to, be that guy. But
it.
for me personally, I have, been in both age brackets, but inakwaga to each his own. Kwanza ukiambia drive gari. Me, the one thing that I was once told that killed me was lazima ni share. A MILF that once told me, I don't like coming after 5 p.m. because now I can't even drive home. After I come, I just lose. Like I can't.
Like, functioning.
So yeye alikuwa anasema akikuja kwangu alafu apatie hiyo service kwenda nyumbani inakuwa shida. So inabidi wewe unampeleka but umfikishi nyumbani.
Hapo kando ya
Chapala alafu anaenda
games tumecheza.
And then you figure out your way.
Umeshapewa ya unaongezewa tip.
Yeah.
Tip ni kufikisha nyumbani.
Kufikisha na huko kwa sababu she can't drive kwa sababu I'm telling you the excuses and things you'll hear from those people is a good thing but life.
What's the best excuse? Best worst excuse? Let's see. What's the wildest excuse you've ever heard from a woman so that she can stay over?
Damn. I love you. Yeah. Once you drop the I love you, it's already awkward because I'm not going to say it back and then I have to explain myself. So you're extending your stay and then you have to drink a cup of water and then I have to put the tip in and then it's just the next morning.
And then I have to put the tip in.
It's just the next morning. No, but on a serious note though, I feel as if let me just stick to my first point.
Say less.
Oh man, Lord,
I love it.
This is why you're here.
Double-sided tape.
I love it.
It's the other side.
On that note, Nimrat, would you like to do a bad transition?
All right, so it turns out that Gen Z, do you guys remember the old phones that we used to have? First of all, what was your favorite old phone, like that you'd use until today?
Ideas.
Really?
Remember the ideas that had different covers we would exchange. Bro, I exchanged I went not lifestyle. I exchanged that thing with a lady. Man, it felt so like a vibe. Then the back covers they used to be different. Yellow, pink. So exchanging it with someone else. Hey, it felt like a vibe. Come on, go to pack shoot your shot.
Nice.
Or marking your territory.
Oh, that's how you know
how you see it.
Oh, that's how you catch a cheating partner at that time. Oh, you had
Kama
a
yangu
pink
ya blue. Anyway, what phone would you say for yourself?
The Sony Ericsson Walkman.
Yes.
That was a dope phone.
Pia kulikuwaga na ile Nokia fulani ilikuwaga ya music. It had like the play and
On the
next
side.
and previous. And it was like a slide phone.
Yeah,
Yes.
the white one, like that was like
white
this.
one.
Yeah.
And slide phones and flip phones were such
the
a
one
thing.
Bro, I love the flip phones because you just hang up and someone.
Yeah.
I think
dramatic, you're like,
But yeah, so apparently
That whoosh. I like it.
those phones are actually becoming popular again. So there's a new report that showed that apparently Gen Z are switching to dumb phones so that they can detach from social media. And you know what? I think it's a vibe because I was thinking to myself,
You're giving Gen Z.
I think it's because back in the day, we used to go out with just your mobile phone, and then when you're going on trips, you go with a camera, right? So technically, the phones that we use aside from social media and calling, we don't use it for anything else, just pictures, calling, and texting. So I'm like, you know what? It doesn't seem like a bad idea to walk out of, like one day when we go out at night to a club, I want to walk out with a kabambe and a digital camera.
Yeah.
So if we're taking photos old school, digital camera.
Who uses the matatus? The poor people. But you know, anytime you see someone with a kabambe, you feel a certain way. But sai kabambe is like, your secondary phone. Ile simu hata ikiibiwa iko sawa, you know. But I agree. But calling them dumb phones, though, it's a crazy one.
It's triggering me a little bit. Like, we grew up with this shit.
Exactly.
Like, they're not dumb phones.
It was smart at one point.
It was very smart. Yeah, you're giving Gen Z.
I love it.
I mean, I kind of use them too, but then mine, the only one that I used was the flip phone, the Motorola that used to come in like hot pink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I had a hot pink Motorola.
Wow.
And then
You never went through the Nokia
3310. Nah.
3310.
But my mom used to have
and the
it.
roll-on Motorola. You remember the Motorola that looked like a...
Roll-on, I love it.
You know the
one that looks like this. Yeah. Naga kama UFC ring. Yeah,
Exactly.
I get that. Plus also the snakes, that game. If I have that game on that damn phone, I'm good.
Let me tell you.
That game is addictive.
I had the
I think
Samsung for Cha. That one,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
flip phone.
Yeah.
And then my granny had this Nokia. I swapped it with her so that I can play the
snake.
snake. I was like, Chukwayo, give me this Nokia.
I know what I'm doing.
All I want to do is play snake.
My cousins and I used to have a commission. So only our older cousins used to own a 3310 at that point.
Oh, wow.
So if you had to play a game, you'd have to pay him. So we were like 10 cousins in one house when I was growing up. So now it's the oldest cousin, and he obviously has to chat his girlfriend up and stuff like that. So his phone is available only in the afternoon for 2 hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have to
That
pay
man is a
him.
businessman.
He was a businessman. You had to
Long
pay him
time.
10 bob.
Oh,
and
wow.
that time getting 10 bob was not easy.
I can imagine. Hey, the guy's business started a long time.
Bro, a long time ago. But yeah, anyway,
I like that transition.
So what phone would you have right now?
if I had to get another, like a dumb phone,
Yeah.
I would love that Motorola Flip, just because they have a lot of people pissing me off, and I just want to.
Yeah, it would be nice to just flip it on someone, you know, and also kiss me through the phone. That
078
that would have
love
also
it.
been nice. Yeah,
I
that was a
love
good
it.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But also, let me just throw this in there because
Go
I'm
on.
sure I'm sure someone is thinking about it, or people are commenting about it. We're talking about so many things in life. We still know that there's like a finance bill and things are going haywire in our
Yo.
country. We do recognize that, but
Yo.
we're just, away from that right now. Because I'm sure people are like, oh, you're talking about sex. Do you know that it's
There's a finance bill.
I'm sure it's somewhere
Check
out
my
there.
Twitter, I'm an activist. Go like
We
it.
are about it, And I also like the fact that our generation now, like we are more proactive. Like if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
war, if it's famine, if it's people are being mistreated somewhere, we are not afraid to voice it and show our support. And, being out there, because our generation is all about social media and putting it out there for other people to know. Because kama mimi sijaangalia your bill and I keep on seeing it, hey, Ashley crush wangu amepost, hey, Nimrod crush wa,
Yeah.
then hawa lazima wakuwe wanaongelelea. Then I wanna go and so that when I even meet like-minded, we can have
A conversation.
exactly. So
True.
we
Yeah.
are aware of the things happening socially, but yeah, we're just taking a break from that right now. Plus,
Yeah.
we're in a bed.
But in a bed, educate yourself.
Bed.
That's fact.
Backbone.
And on that point, thank you so much for coming
Yeah.
to our little pillow talk. Courtesy
Private session.
of
Neville.
Daddy O, baby.
Yeah, and it has to also get to that. How long? We've been running for more than 1 hour. We've chatted enough. It's time to go under the covers.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Don't call Dad.
Yeah,
He's next door.
we're busy. We're really good company. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.